This podcast contains explicit language.
You want eat food in America? Please, look farther none than Dunkin' Dunce. America run no dun dun.
Welcome to the Nuggcast, episode 27 of the Nuggcast, the gaming podcast by the Nuggcast on the Nuggbox channel. I'm Georgia.
I'm Ryan.
I'm Chris.
I'm Gabby.
Great.
That was really good.
That was some good shit. News for this week. So, No Man's Sky. I'm going to give you credit where credit is due. 1 year later, you've delivered on some of the promises that you said when the game was released.
A C- you have passed.
You have literally just passed.
Yeah.
Maybe now you're worth $50.
Maybe. Well, it's 30% off at the moment.
It's
Actually,
60% off.
not
I
maybe.
I bought it for
worth-
$23.
It is worth $23.
Yeah.
I've been playing it in the last week since the update, and it's pretty good.
Yeah.
I
It's
don't
a
know,
game-
last time I played it, I got depression.
Like if I made that game, I would release it in this state. I think
Well, that's
it's at a
good.
good place.
Because, I was, so excited about it before it released, and then I waited because I was, poor when it released, and then I was like, oh, good thing I did not pre-order it.
Because my roommate bought it when it was $70, and I was like, oh, you got
Yeah.
ripped off.
Yeah.
And, I understand that outrage when it was released, because I played it and I was so bored, and mind numbed that I have to have a nap to just recharge from how fucking
See,
boring
I don't
the
even
game
think you
was.
need a nap because the game is so boring. You'll sleep in the middle of it.
Yeah, I fell asleep halfway through. I was like, this is, I literally...
I've been considering it a long-term investment.
yeah.
I'm like, maybe if I give them my money now, they'll make a better game.
It's essentially an early access game, when it
Which
first
is
came
just
out.
gross.
If
That's
it was-
a gross way to do your
If it was
business
cheap-
model.
If it was cheaper and it said early access, then that's acceptable.
Yeah, I think so. I personally am not buying any more early access games because I have a problem with buying them. I just keep buying
How's
them and I'm
Ark
like,
going, Georgia?
it's going wonderfully. And I think Ark actually came out now. But
Yeah.
Official. That's it. Ark's the first early access game on Steam to release.
no, it was Slime Rancher.
Oh.
Slime Rancher came out after a year and a half.
So, if anybody's wondering what is new in No Man's Sky...
There's
so,
30 hours of story.
Yeah, so there's 30 hours of story. They've added multiplayer. You can only communicate locally and you can't actually do anything together rather than explore together and talk to each other, but they are planning on adding more stuff you can do as a
That
group.
was my question. Are they
Yeah.
adding more after this? Okay.
Yeah.
So they've also revamped the quests and overhauled the galactic economy that they had going.
Yep.
So
When
generally
you
good.
say 30 hours of story, I think you mean 25 hours of travel and 5 hours of story.
Yeah, that makes sense.
They just added a few more word stones. They're like, this counts.
Yeah.
I think
they've,
that they
fluffed out
really
all
did
the
this
things.
smart though, because they put that 60% off on Steam,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh yeah, and I heard news about it being better and more content. I'm like, it's only $23 now. Bye.
Yeah, that's a good marketing move.
And now
They
you
did
haven't
good.
actually played it yet, have you?
It's
No,
almost like they
I'm
hired
waiting.
a marketing person.
Yeah. They've
It was
hired
this-
PR,
What was his name? He was doing all the interviews,
not him.
all of the interviews.
I think
Not
He's
him.
actually
Did
a
he
PR
get
guy. Wasn't he in charge?
Yeah,
No.
but,
I think that
you
he's
think-
not in charge anymore. I don't know if he's not with the company anymore, but I don't think he's in charge anymore. But yeah, smart, cool. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
Chris says medium.
Got high hopes.
High medium.
High mediums.
Worth the 23. Get it while it's on sale if you're interested.
Yeah.
It's a solid 7
Yeah.
out of 10 on sale.
I would think get it on sale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of companies that have gotten their shit together, Niantic.
Oh,
They did a giant event in Japan, and
yeah.
it actually didn't shut down and break.
Nice.
When was the last time you heard of a giant event in Japan breaking?
Yeah, that's true. It's mostly in America where they
Yeah.
don't have the infrastructure, I guess.
I think
Good word for
America has similar internet stuff to us, and they're even more expensive
Yeah.
Oh
to
god.
us, so that's
yeah.
why.
Terrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So basically what happened, they gathered a bunch of people into a stadium in Japan. I don't know how much prior notice they had because people only knew about it after the fact. But there was a giant screen that they had set up that just had a big thing. Mewtwo came flying around and 3 gyms popped up that had Mewtwo in them.
That's so cool.
yeah.
That is cool. I wish I was there.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna move to Japan purely for Pokemon.
Yeah.
So
Like, we can just have Nuggbox be based in Japan.
Yeah.
So from there, they went, hey, go catch Mewtwo. All the people there, it was 100% catch rate to catch Mewtwo, and because they caught it, they're saying that they're going to release it. It's Niantic, so they haven't given dates, but it's going to be released, apparently.
I'm gonna guess after all the legendaries are done at the end of this month.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
that
that's
sounds
probably
fair,
right.
Because another thing that they're doing is all the legendaries are available until the 31st of August?
I think so.
Or
They
is it
just said
maybe
this
a little
month,
earlier?
so yeah.
End of this month. Which
Yeah.
I think is great.
Yeah, it's
because I
good.
still don't have my Lugia.
Yeah, I don't have a Lugia or a Moltres.
I only have Articuno. That's an easier way to put that than
Yeah.
I don't have any of
Yeah.
So, the weird thing about Mewtwo is, so the 100% catch rate, we don't know if that's going to be in the actual game, because the way that
I
you get
doubt it.
Mewtwo is actually very difficult to do.
Yeah, well, I think that it was 100% catch rate for that event because that was a PR event, but I think that it'll be a lot easier than the birds because they're making the difficulty in doing the raid.
Yeah, so...
Well, I don't know if it's difficult, it's just a bit convoluted.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, I think that's why they're like, that's enough. You can just, it'll be
take
yellow at
it.
most, I think.
So, if anybody doesn't know, the way that you get the Mewtwo is when you do a raid, if after the raid you get an item which is a invitation, the
So
invitation
it's
will
just a
say...
different raid pass.
Yeah, it's just...
Mewtwo-only raid
it's-
pass.
Yeah, it's kind of a Mewtwo-only raid pass. So you get the invitation and it tells you how long it is until this gym has Mewtwo in it. So it has some randomness. They haven't said whether the gym will indicate, oh, come here to get your pass for the Mewtwo later, or if you get the pass and that's your indication that Mewtwo is coming. But they said they want to encourage people to communicate, so I guess it sounds like it's you get the invitation, you tell people, hey, come to this gym, and then you do it
I was
from
going
there.
to say, because what if you don't go to the right gym, you don't get the invitation, and then everyone's got a Mewtwo in the city except you?
Yeah.
So that makes a lot more sense. I don't think you need the Mewtwo invitation from gym to be there.
I think someone has to get it. And
But
someone
Yeah.
like, it's
Because
mostly
you
for like
need
to get the
friends to
information
get
out
it.
there.
You definitely need friends to raid.
Yeah,
Oh,
it might.
no, so you
Also,
definitely
is there
need
raid
the...
pass?
Yeah, you definitely need the invitation to even battle the Mewtwo, but it's kind of a thing of
Well,
like...
it's like a lot of the groups when we were going out getting the birds, a lot of the groups be like, okay, well, we'll have this group and then we're waiting for people, so there'll be 2 separate groups. So I think that it'll still be pretty easy because as long as you have a good group that's like, okay, 10 people are doing this.
I mean, you don't
Splitting
even need
it.
to have a good group, you just need a big
Well, yeah,
one.
well, just a kind group because some people will do it without you, but they.
They're just playing the game.
Yeah.
We've had this conversation.
Yeah.
Well, I just think that they're encouraging people to be like, hey, wait for people, which I think is nice because just like,
Yeah, that's
let's
good.
get a full group of 10 before
Yeah.
we go so that we can get a full group for the
Especially
Mewtwo.
if there's a few hours notice,
Yeah.
because there's a thing at the moment where they're cracking down on those apps that let you track where the gyms are and stuff on like Google Maps, and people are quite upset about that.
Well,
but
that is
I
like
feel
how
like
a lot of them operate, but
Yeah.
also
because
the
it's so
spoofers.
difficult to organize people. But if you have somebody that goes to a place and it's like, hey, in a couple of hours' time, which is enough time to organize a raid for Mewtwo,
Yeah.
this is where he's going to be. And people will travel from, maybe a maximum of like 10, 20 kilometers, but they'll go to that spot to go and get a Mewtwo.
Yeah.
That's true.
And, given enough time, it'll be, easier to
Yeah.
coordinate.
Can you battle a raid Pokemon multiple times? Like, can multiple groups do it, or is it only...
Yes.
Yeah, multiple
No,
groups can do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it only goes away for the people that have already defeated
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
Everybody else can do it for the full duration, which is 2 hours.
Okay,
That's why, because we were walking around with like a group of like 20 to like almost 30 people, and we had
Yeah.
to split it up into threes.
Yeah.
So,
And that's the private group codes and stuff.
No, they were just like, we're going now.
Okay.
And then,
Yeah.
team one's going now, we wait,
Yeah.
sort of thing.
because
You
they...
could just do it the group code.
You
right?
could
But
just do it the group
that's
code,
a
but-
lot of effort.
Yeah.
Say
Yeah.
Bulbasaur, Squirtle.
Yeah. Well, they were just like, look, the people that need to leave now, you go first. You know.
Okay.
And
That's
they also
Yeah.
kind of try to split it into so that
Yeah.
you get more balls, you're with people in your group, so like, let's split it up so
Yeah,
there's,
that's also another good way to do it.
Yeah. More Nintendo stuff, I guess Pokemon Go is
Yeah.
technically Nintendo.
Yeah.
Sure, that's a
The
segue.
Pokemon Company.
So, Nintendo is actually getting sued for about the Switch.
It's the
Yeah.
dumbest
This
thing
is
I've ever
complete shit. Have you seen the designs of it?
It looks like the dumbest PSP I've ever seen.
Also, what's with the name? The WikiPad?
Oh my
Yeah.
god, I wrote that down too!
Yeah.
That's the dumbest thing!
It's
so
a weird
dumb.
name, first of all.
Yeah.
You can't sue someone if your name is dumb. That's my rule.
So, in 2008,
That's a number.
in 2008, a company that was previously called WikiPad released the WikiPad.
Yeah.
Basically, it's, in their own words, it's a combination detachable game controller with a flexible bridge. Basically, it's a big U
For mobile devices.
for mobile devices.
There was no screen
Device.
in the middle. There's no actual little bit there.
Someone
So-
just
There's no
wants
third
cash.
party
Yeah.
hardware other than the controllers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, well, how it works is, so the original WikiPad, it had a proprietary Android screen that was actually something that came with it, but the new one is called, like, the Game Clamp or something, that just slots on, yeah.
Who names these?
It's really dumb.
Did they just go into thesaurus and they're like, well, we can't name
They
it?
need to sue Nintendo so that they can get money to pay someone to come up with name ideas.
Yeah, honestly. Is that the only reason?
Well,
Uh,
the thing's almost a decade old. I don't know.
Yeah.
So basically what happened was, because people pointed out, the WikiPad, it says a flexible bridge section, the Switch does not have that, and they're like, oh no, the Switch itself, the screen in the middle is the flexible bridge section. It's like, but your WikiPad has that, and that's not what that is. And also, it's not a flexible bridge, it's a screen. It's not something connecting the controllers. It's,
It's
a
not
thing
even
that's
the
I
screen,
know.
it's the actual
Has
console.
anyone tested if Nintendo's taking the iPhone approach and making bendable products?
Oh my-
So maybe it is a flexible.
Yeah,
bridge
I'm
thing.
gonna pay $500 to see if it fucking bends.
I was gonna bend my sisters. It's fine. It's for science.
So the main thing and the reason why, because honestly, this means nothing. It's probably a lawsuit that's not going to go through. They'd pay damages, but also WikiPad is seeking for not only damages but a ban on Switch sales. Mm-hmm. That's where this gets a bit ridiculous.
Are these people just
It
dumb?
wasn't ridiculous.
I think so. Like, honestly, they think that they can get because the damages will be, what they would have lost by not getting it sold since they announced the Switch, and then all of the sales, and then also you can't sell anymore.
I
Are you
don't
kidding?
think this has anything to do with getting money. I think this is like our console is shit, and we know it, and no one knows about it.
This
Let's get it in the
might
news.
be a publicity stunt.
Yeah, I think it's all publicity.
Yeah, it's
Because I
especially-
don't think any reasonable human
Filing a
being
lawsuit's
could.
cheaper than advertising.
Yeah, that's a good point.
No reasonable person could think, yes, this is gonna work.
No one who's considering buying a Switch is gonna be like, oh, but I could get the wiki.
Yeah.
It's so ugly as well. It only plays Android games, which has a worse selection of games than the Switch, which is impressive. It's just...
Hey, I make Android games.
and they're very nice. What a good job you did.
You should contact them and see if you can sell a little bundle with it.
WikiPad and out of the box.
I don't
Get
know
a
if it's more
dev
offensive,
kit.
that tone, or that you want me to sell it with the WikiPad.
Get a WikiPad dev kit. It's
It comes bundled. It's just shovelware that comes with the WikiPad.
At least they're making sales.
Exactly. That's how you
would
get
you
them.
be though?
Oh, God.
So, speaking of consoles, Xbox. So there's a new system that's in the works, which is kind of it's a thing to improve on gamer score, basically.
Well, yeah, what they're planning on doing is, there's people that play one game only. and but they're the world best at. The thing they gave was Halo 5. So it's the world, they're in the top 10 of Halo 5, but they only have 2,000 gamer score. So from what I understand of a gamer score, they can't even buy any of the nice clothes for their little person. And they're wow, what a loser. But actually this person's really pro at Halo. So they're we're going to make some sort of new system so that you can be look at this pro person at Halo. They're not a loser.
Then that'll be reflected in their game score. That'll be good.
Yeah.
It's more reflective to the gameplay, not...
Yeah.
Yeah.
And because, some people have a whole heap because they get all of the achievements of just opening the game.
That's my favourite.
What was that puzzle game?
Oh,
Five
5-star,
star,
1,000 top rated.
That's the one.
Yeah.
That's my favourite game. I
well,
appreciate it if you don't
It's just it's nice though because it's kind of just a way to be hey, this is just more inclusive in the way people play games a lot of different ways, and it's just a nice little thing they're doing, I think.
They'll definitely balance out the competitive players and the ones who play everything.
Yeah.
Can I just interject that every time I see Xbox One X, I cringe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, it takes a lot of effort just to fucking say that
Just
name.
to say the words.
They just wanted
yeah.
it so it could be shortened to Xbox again. I'm why are you
Can
doing
I
this hell?
mention That
This is so
the original Xbox was originally going to be called the Direct Xbox. Now imagine if they stuck with
Why?
that, because it's showcasing their DirectX software.
Oh,
It's a
okay,
whole
yeah,
console
yeah.
based off that. So if that stuck around, it would be called the Direct Xbox One X.
I'm
Or
gonna
maybe
call
the
it that
Direct
from now
Xbox
on.
One DirectX.
Oh my god.
I wanna die. You can just make another...
Yeah, just we don't
something
just
else.
make a different
Is
name.
this like
Is it
their
gonna be-
third console this generation?
Yeah.
Is it?
Technically.
And then the next one's gonna be XS.
Yeah.
Oh,
XS.
God.
Yes, it is
It's
XS.
getting
I didn't
excess.
even think about that.
Oh,
yeah.
Microsoft, please do it. There's royalties.
Yeah, we named it for you.
It's true.
But it's a good idea for Xbox because it is one of the strengths that it has where
Yeah.
some people take no stock in achievements and things like that, but some people are really into
One
it.
of the
and it's,
biggest pulls
you
for
know.
me for Xbox is that you can dress up your little guy, and you can't do that on a PlayStation.
You
That's
can't.
the only pull that Xbox has for me.
Can't even do it on Nintendo devices.
Well,
not,
no, you
not
can
that
not
much,
as intensely. You can
You'd
just
think
make
Nintendo
a weird
would be
looking
all over
character.
that shit,
I
though.
hope they do because there's been some things, so they might be heading that way.
Like,
got
we
movements.
Tomy?
Yeah, the Miitomo.
Miitomo.
But then
what
also,
was the game that was on phone?
that was Miitomo.
Yeah.
But yeah, it would be cool for Nintendo to do that. At Nintendo again. Please let me dress up as a princess on my home screen.
Now, we never normally talk about Overwatch. But there's things about Overwatch that happen.
Yeah.
So, deathmatch modes. So,
Thank you.
yeah.
No, finally.
Well, they've said that it's only coming to the arcade, which is, this is exactly the reason. Some people don't care at all,
Yeah,
some
well,
people are
It better be
interested.
I think they need a second arcade page.
I agree.
Yeah.
I think they need
if
some,
it
like...
takes over Mystery Heroes, I'm quitting Overwatch.
Well, I
Yeah,
think that
that's
what
it.
they
Mystery
should do
Heroes is
is
great.
they should have a sort of like, I guess,
Also bring
CSGO
those
style
balls.
thing where they just like somebody opens a server and they
Oh, they do.
open. Oh,
They have
you
a server
that?
browser.
Yes.
But
They've
can
added that
you?
as well.
But can you just browse and be like, I want to
Yes.
play this game?
Yep.
They
Mode.
don't have the rules on those pages, though.
Oh.
Nah. So,
I think it should be more official though.
yeah.
official, like official Lucio Ball maps.
Also, I want them
You
to
know?
bring back brawls, where they just had all the old brawls
Yeah.
in a cycle.
That'd be
It was
great.
only hell when you got to the Route 66 one, but you got through it.
Yeah.
I think, honestly, the best idea is to have, like, the fan favorite ones as permanent fixtures. Like, you have Total Mayhem, the Mystery Heroes, and the Deathmatch and Team Deathmatch that they're
For
adding.
me, capture the
Just
flag.
be permanent
But
ones.
that's the
Oh,
thing is,
Capture
I
the Flag,
love
yeah.
capture the flag. I was so good at it. But as a Mercy main, the death matches scare me. The team death matches do not. But I will probably. You can
I
miss
feel
me
like-
in that free for all because
feel
I
like
will
the
not
Mercy
be there.
main Death matches would be like, yes, let's
The
go.
idea of a team one, I'm
A
like,
team
I can
deathmatch,
be there,
yeah.
but me being solo, and I'm like, I will die
What's
immediately.
the difference between
It's called
team
Battle Mercy.
deathmatch and just normal
It's
quick play?
it's either free for all.
It's about
because,
kills.
because
It's about kills.
They're not getting to a location.
Yeah.
Oh,
The objectives are
Yeah.
It's just killing. Okay.
Yeah, so
literally
it's
just
first to
killing
20
people.
points.
Oh, okay.
So first to 20 kills.
I'll be interested to see
Oh,
whether they
Basically,
will.
Because
The
they're
first
terrible.
team to get 4 ults wins. 4
Yeah.
good ults.
Because, like, the whole pull of having a Mercy in there is when she resurrects, you, the enemy's team's kills get taken away from them.
Oh.
But also, Mercy is so easy to kill, it'll be interesting to see whether I'll be accepted in there.
Go to a battle mercy.
Well, I sometimes
Just
do
like
that.
battle
It is my
TF2
favourite
and
thing.
This is pretty much TF2 on
It is my
steroids.
favourite. But no, okay, the thing is, no one will protect me, and I only heal myself while I'm healing
We
others.
need more heavies.
Well, we just need someone to be like, yes, I will also heal you. There's no solidarity between healers. Everyone's like, leave the Mercy
Mystery
alone.
heroes. When you get multiple support, we all just like only heal each other.
Mystery Heroes is actually just
you
the
get
funnest
two-
thing.
Yeah,
two
like, that's
mercies
the
in
only
there.
thing
They'll
I
heal
play.
each other.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
about it.
I'll heal any other healer, but for some reason, particularly the Anas and Zenyatas are like, go away. The Lucios can't help but heal me.
You can't help it.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm standing near you, so you have to do it.
No, I don't
Puts
want
the
to.
speed boost on.
I will. Next time we play, that's what I'll do.
And the deathmatch mode has a special map that's a Widowmaker map.
Yes,
It's
it's
at her
Widowmaker's
house.
house.
Yeah.
I just want.
Is it just literally snipers only? Will it be, well, or at least will it be
It'll
snipers?
definitely have
Long-
balconies.
Long
Well, it
corridors,
does have-
balconies.
I really want if she's not picked in that map, she's still there and she's just like, get out of my house.
Yes,
Like,
please.
It's like in a window, looking
Yeah.
down at you.
I will be really disappointed if her bedroom is not up in some sniper tower, because that's what I need. And
we
that
get to go
only
to the
widows,
bedroom?
only widows, Pharaohs, and Mercies can get in there.
Yeah, it's a
Because
Because you
lesbian
have to
only
get up.
zone.
You have to try and get
you know
up.
that as soon as we see Widowmaker's bedroom, Rule 34 is going to go off their shit?
You think it hasn't?
I mean...
But now they'll have a cannon location.
Yeah.
Alright, Source Filmmaker will blow up in the
But
Steam
like,
store.
did that do
and-
anything when we found out where Anna and Soldier were sleeping?
No, but
Did
when,
we find
but when
Yeah,
we saw...
in,
That's the real place?
Yeah, in the little maps for 3 vs 3,
Oh.
and for I think it was not in Ilias, the other one. There's like a little part, and she has
But
like a little
also-
photo, and like soldiers like.
But there's the
Guns
bit
there.
where we see where Genji slept.
Yeah,
in the
exactly,
vault, and
and
it's
like
like, ooh.
you still don't use that.
I mean-
That's a
I
sacred
mean, I
place.
don't know.
It's a sacred place.
It's a sacred place. It has a pictures. Okay, let's not talk about
Yeah.
Genji, 'cause I will ruin it.
I need healing.
I just
So-
love him so much, and he's little like. God.
No, my favourite thing is his voice actor being like, everyone else has that line too. And I'm like, why don't you understand?
He doesn't play the game.
It's not the words.
So, speaking of Blizzard, so Battle.net has gone back to being called Battle.net.
Because that was the dumbest decision I've ever
Yeah,
seen.
they
Yeah.
heard me talking shit.
But changing it back is also just a pretty.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
a weak move.
It's-
Like, guys,
I
you
think it's
changed it.
because-
You're just making more work for yourself.
This relates to a later story, but they were releasing another game on it, and it was
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
This is
that's,
old news.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, what they're doing is...
The marketing was just not there. And it
Yeah,
was
well,
a
their whole
distinct-
thing was like, we don't want Blizzard... Because everyone's like, what's Battle.net? Except 2 people. It was 2 people who were old that was like, what's Battle.net? And it's like, that's just Blizzard's launcher. It's not that hard. That's a 1-sentence explanation. And it's like, the way I compare it is like, it's like Steam has called itself Valve's Steam.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that would be so annoying. And you know what? Blizzard Battle.net is annoying, and I will only call it Battle.net. And I've been
No
calling it Battle.net this entire time.
Yeah.
2 other people.
'Cause we
No
all
one
know
was
what you mean.
calling
Yeah.
it Blizzard Battle.net while it was changed.
Was
Like,
it Blizzard? Was it Battle.net?
was
Oh,
Blizzard
I thought it was
launcher.
just the Blizzard launcher.
It already changed
It's already-
to Blizzard Battle.net, and I had no idea until I changed it back.
Oh my god.
So that's like, yeah, because the marketing for Destiny, they were like, it's on Battle.net, and then they were like,
That's
oh,
true.
you have to change it to Blizzard Battle.net, and they're like, we're not going to though, because that's stupid. And I'm like,
Yeah.
you're right, it is pretty dumb. Let's just change it. Like,
Like
such a
honestly, the timeline of what's happened would have been back in September, they're like, hey, we're changing it to the Blizzard launcher because that's what it is. It's the Blizzard launcher. And they're like, oh, okay. But then they put Destiny 2 on it, and they're like, wait a minute, this isn't a Blizzard game.
If you think about it, the timeline actually lines up that the Activision was like, look, we want to use the Blizzard name for Destiny, so you need to change the Battle.net launcher to
That
Blizzard.
is possible.
So, but then they're like, actually, nobody understands what is happening.
That would be a pretty good thing to happen.
And just like if you think about, and if you think about like the timing, it was announced in August, and that's around the time probably that they signed on for Destiny.
That's true.
So,
Yeah. It's like
But I put
it's
my tinfoil.
yeah.
it's all just silly. Like it's Blizzard
Like,
Battle.net
this is just
now.
nothing. It's just Blizzard being
Yeah.
weird. Yeah.
it's
Battle.net now.
it's Battle.net.
Next
Apparently,
story.
in it like
And then, like, it's on such a long history with Battle.net. Like, yeah, why would you change it?
Yeah.
No
It's
one
like
knows it.
literally almost 20 years. Stop.
Yeah, and you're just adding your name to it, but everyone knows it. Everyone who cares knows.
Yeah, but now all the shooter people will know. Because there are no shooters.
Honestly, earlier in this year,
Oh,
I
wait,
did
never
an
mind.
assignment.
Overwatch is a thing.
I was like, I literally thought you were making a joke that there are no shooters. I'm like, haha, Chris,
Shut
that's
up.
funny.
I played Diablo and WoW.
Yeah, it's just
yeah.
it's dumb.
Speaking of Destiny 2.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Destiny 2.
I don't know why this is blowing up so much this week. Because this is old news. This
It
was
is.
announced
It's really
beginning
old
of this
news.
Year, maybe end of last year.
Yeah, I
even.
think it was actually end of last
Everyone
year.
was going, Destiny 2 is going to be on Battle.net Blizzard app?
Yeah.
Well, because here's the thing about it. People knew that, but what happened was they accidentally. So the Destiny 1 microtransaction currency Silver, they accidentally. Don't ask me how they managed this. Put it up on Steam. Now, how would you manage to do that if you weren't going to put Destiny 1 on Steam? Which then led people to be like, oh, is Destiny 2 coming to Steam? Which
But
they...
it's not.
Yeah,
No.
they specifically said Destiny 2
Destiny
isn't.
1 is coming to Steam.
Yeah, well, that seems like how
Yeah,
I
else...
think I've seen ads for it.
Destiny 1 definitely on Steam, but they paid a lot of money to get that Blizzard Battle.net launcher.
They're going to use it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, how do you even get the currency onto Steam unless you've even just at least applied interest that you're interested in putting Blizzard, like Battle.net on
games
Steam?
Don't
on
just
Steam that
accidentally rock
tried
up
to
on
get
the-
on there and couldn't
Yeah.
get on there. Like,
Yeah.
how do you accidentally do something you don't want to do?
That's how the green light shit happened.
Yeah.
Although, not at the moment. Oh my god, the shit that's going on Steam. Anyway.
Yeah.
The shit that's always been going on Steam, let's be honest.
There's some, pony diaper shit going on.
Yeah,
Anyway.
move on.
So basically, people are starting to think, so they've specifically said Destiny 2 is not coming onto Steam, but they didn't say anything about Destiny 1, and people are starting to think that,
Yeah.
but who's even going to play
And
Destiny 1
I
once
understand that
Destiny
some
2's
people are a little mad because they were like, yeah, Destiny 2 is coming to PC. We will be able to play it on Steam. And they were like, oh, it's also on the Battle.net launcher, which honestly, you're dumb if you thought that. But also, I understand that you're mad about it because it is annoying that you have to, if you are one person that has never played a Blizzard game at all, I understand that it is annoying to have to download that, but that's the entire reason.
If you are the one person
Yeah.
who's never played a Blizzard game before.
Yeah, like if you're
There's only one
the
of them.
only person not playing Overwatch that hasn't played
I'm
WoW.
pretty sure if you play shooter, if you're gonna buy Destiny 2, you're playing
Yeah.
Probably
Overwatch on
played
PC. Like, it's
But some people are
That's like a
so
big-
mad about it, and I'm like,
Okay.
like
People get
why?
mad about the dumbest
Okay,
shit.
now if it was on Origin,
Yeah,
That's a
that's
different
different.
story.
That's a different story.
if it was on whatever,
I was
like,
literally
literally-
about to say
I forgot.
that
Battle.net-
the only reason I have Origin is because of
The only reason
Dragon
I
Age.
have it is because of Sims, but I just
Yeah.
delete it all the
Yeah.
time.
yeah.
But
Mass Effect 2.
oh yeah, I have that.
No, I have both of them on Steam.
Oh, can you get it on Steam? Because I might have it
I
on
got
Steam.
it. I got it in a humble bundle, so.
Oh no, I definitely got. I got the Origin bundle once for Sims.
I did as well.
Years ago.
Yeah,
Anyway,
I think that's how I got it. Yeah, that's exactly how I got it.
but it's just stupid. You're stupid. Like, the Battle.net launcher is so non-invasive and streamlined, and it works all the time. The end.
Well, okay, I don't know about works all the time.
It didn't used to, but it's been good
No, it
this
used
year.
to work all the time.
This year, it's been good to
The
me.
last couple of months, it's been
Oh, really?
crashing every other time. I'll
It's
go
been
watch
so
it
good
and
to
I'll get
me.
an error message. Like every
I've
second
been
time I
very
try to
lucky
play.
with it this year.
Maybe I've just been unlucky.
True.
So that's all our news stories for this week.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did have a thing I wanted to bring up though, because I saw an article which was about the price of games and like apparently nobody knows how expensive games should be according to this article.
Is on Polygon?
Yeah, I believe it's on Polygon.
So, grains of salt, people.
Yeah, grains of salt. But
Yeah.
basically,
I have like just one thing to just start this off with is like, what do you mean nobody knows how much games cost? You can break it down quite easily. The end. Now we can talk about it.
But from a financial, sure.
Yeah.
well, I think it's talking about specifically like how much people should be paying for games.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. One thing that I did see, because of inflation, technically games are a lot cheaper than they used to be, but it's still ridiculous.
Yeah.
Because I'm not paying $80 for this, and
But consider that's more than there's ever been.
yeah. And the thing is, I think that's something that's happening, which is illegal. I was actually watching King of the Hill, and there's an episode where all the four of the propane companies fix their prices, which is illegal, and they don't compete with each other, and they just keep raising it. And honestly, that's what has happened. And why isn't that illegal? That's my just genuine question.
I think that video games is such a new medium that it's hard to see what prices should be.
I just realised I was having this conversation with my driving instructor this morning.
It's too new to know anything.
I
I think
know,
that's
but
why just a bunch of things.
It's
in
like
video games
you
seem to
walk
be so-
into EB Games, and for the Switch, for instance, that stupid 1-2 Switch game, which I know is better than the 1-2 Switch is bad and the Snipper Clips is good. They're priced at the
They're
same.
both worse than we play.
Here is the thing. Binding of Isaac is a almost $90 game in Australia on the Switch, and that is ridiculous.
Which is close to 120
Yeah.
US.
Yeah, and that's
Over
the thing.
$100, yeah.
That is wild. Like, what are you doing? You should be $20 because that's how much you are on Steam, I think.
Yeah.
And that's just like, and even when Arc raised their prices to match a console level price,
Yeah.
that's ridiculous.
I put down Dragon Age, Inquisition, and New Man's Sky for the same prices at both their launches. Those have two different amount of content in them.
Yeah.
Two different amount of gameplay in them.
Yeah.
And one quote that
I
was in
think
the
No Man's
article-
Sky is a special case of lying.
Yeah, that was definitely
Define
mine.
content.
But I think the good quote out of the article was like, you can't assume much about a game based on how much you pay for it,
No, yeah.
which
No,
is
you can't.
even in indie games.
Strangely, EA is doing something, in my opinion, right about this. The base game for The Sims is $80 Australian.
Still?
Yeah. I don't know if it is still. There's been lots
is
of
that
sales, but
3 or 4?
4.
4. I was thinking.
But the expansions for it are $60. The stuff, yeah, I know, disgusting. But they have the thing I think they're doing right is their levels of things, because you know what to expect. You get an expansion, you get a new town, you get all this new mechanics, and then you
then you
have
have
the
stuff
stuff
packs.
packs, which are
That's exactly what it says.
which
It's
is it's
stuff.
just stuff, but also sometimes there's a new town, and that will be priced. If it has a new town, it'll be priced at $20. If it doesn't have a new town, it's typically priced at $14. Some are at $10, but they're really smaller ones. But then they also have very small stuff packs and DLCs that are free.
Yeah.
And I think that they're doing a good job with that. Like, some of those prices are way up there, but I think they're doing a good job having it and just self-managing their content and being like, look, this is less than this, and we could charge it, and we could charge $60 for it, and people would still buy it because it's The Sims.
Consider how old Sims is as a game company.
But
Sims
it's
is
like
a company.
it's like why
Like,
isn't
you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
Sims
Yeah.
as a game release, they've had practice at this, and
Yeah.
they've been
as a
doing stuff
franchise,
and
yeah.
But I think that people, like even indie people, need to look at it and be like, this is what we need to do. We need to price things fairly and to what we
$60
agree
for
is fairly.
extension sounds weird
Well,
though.
maybe
Yeah.
not fairly, but
Just
any
like,
case, but,
we need to, yeah.
scale them
Yeah,
properly.
exactly.
Yeah.
Fairly in regards to the content that it has compared to,
Yeah.
Other
yeah, not
things
talking
they
about the
do.
actual price here.
Yeah. I think this.
Honestly, The
pertains
Sims is
to-
a $40 game.
$5
Yeah.
for a stuff pack, $15 for an expansion, $40 for
Yeah.
the base game.
Yeah,
Done.
that's, I would agree with that, yeah.
Then
but-
you can afford
but
everything
the,
for
like-
about $150.
But the scaling
Alright.
is like, please, give me more scaling. And it's like, it's wild, because like, a WoW expansion is the same price as the base game, which is different because of
But
how WoW works, but still,
their expansions
but
and the battle chests,
after
go down
they,
in price
yeah,
very quickly.
they drop it to about $5 an expansion. After that becomes an old expansion.
Yep.
So
It's good.
it is very good. That makes it a lot more accessible,
Yeah.
so that it is only like $100 ish to get into WoW, plus then your subscription afterwards. But you know, that's not that bad for buying a lot of content.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, one of my biggest things about this is, I think that for AAA games, I think $60, which is what they're supposed to be, is a fair price.
But
Like,
the thing is, they're
a
more like
$60
$80 nowadays.
What-
yeah, that's for...
makes $60 a fair price? Is it like the amount of content? Because we
I-
can't really judge off that.
Yeah, because the thing is, you can't really judge it off content, and also, like, it becomes a thing where you don't judge it based on, like, oh, how good the game is or not. It's just kind of like, for what you get from a standard AAA game, I think that $60 is a fair price. The thing that really gets me is when developers, especially AAA developers, release a $60 game, but then say that they need to put microtransactions in the game because otherwise they're not turning a profit.
You are working at a massive profit when you sell a $60 game that is a Call of Duty, because they don't put that much. They, like, honestly, they work on the story and it's
Yeah.
the same old mechanics and they just revamp it a little. It's like, and they space them
You're
out
just
what?
paying for a new paint.
Yeah. Like, they space
to
them
make a new
out,
game.
how much? Like, a year or two in between? They're making
a
a
year.
massive profit.
There's a new
And
Call of
it's
Duty
like,
every
there's
year.
just not that much technological advances for them to justify charging that much for the game.
That's why I'm really happy that Ubisoft took a year off Assassin's Creed. I am so looking forward to Origins. Looks great.
I hope it's good, and I hope that there's actual content. I've actually
They're-
never finished
what
an
I've seen,
Assassin's Creed, so I don't know if they have content.
Origins looks like they have a really interesting combat system. It kind of reminds me of other newer open world RPGs. Very
See, and that's
flexible,
cool, and it's
combat.
like that feels right to be priced at 60 Australian, but it will be 80.
Yeah. I think that's just it's like a new tax. You know, like you want this brand new, you're gonna pay $80,
But the
but
thing
it's gonna be
is,
60 in
I
like 2
was
months.
I was in EB the other day, and it's not. They are staying at the same price.
That's why
Yeah.
when you said Sims is $80, I'm like, that's been out
Yeah.
for 4
Yeah,
years.
that's
that shouldn't
why
be 80
I've
anymore.
started avoiding EB games.
But
and,
even on Steam, they're
physical
still
retailers.
I-
But that's mostly because EB also needs to take a cut.
yeah, but they're still on Steam. They're still the same price.
A thing you need to take into account is that in America, it is still $60 for indie game.
Yeah, but that's
for
why I keep
AAAs,
saying
but we're
Australian.
having
Yeah.
the Australian dollar, because it's so much like it's dropping.
I
and
talk
there's,
about
you know,
Australian dollars.
Yeah.
When every time I'm talking about a dollar number, I'm talking about Australian.
Yeah.
We're in Brisbane, guys.
Yeah.
But a recent example of this, Shadow of War, the sequel to Shadow of Mordor, they've added loot boxes, and it's like,
It would have been great if it was cosmetic.
yeah, well, but
Oh,
it's not.
is it not?
You
Did they
buy
add,
orcs.
Enemies and allies are in the boxes.
That's fucked. That's
Yeah.
so fucked up. I hate when that happens.
Yeah, and that's the thing.
Why
Like, if
can't
you
everyone
ask
just
them,
do the Overwatch model?
It makes sense. It's like you just get them from earning a little bit, and you
people
can buy
love-
them if you want them.
Okay, now if Shadow of War drops loot boxes fairly regularly just for playing the game, I could deal with that.
Yeah.
But if it's a rare drop like CS:GO level drops,
But-
no thanks.
but even then, it's like it's not like it's
But it's
they
not-
don't need this.
Yeah,
like,
no.
but
And like
What's
in
the-
Overwatch, the thing is, it's also just completely cosmetic.
Yeah, that's
You
what I
know?
mean. Like your loot that you get randomly and that you can pay for should be cosmetic. I think it's not a good reward just getting boxes of random shit as something that can boost up your game as a reward. It
Yeah.
should be something that was earned because
I think
it takes
what
out
we
the
learned
psychology of it.
from I think it was Black Ops 3 is that even if your loot boxes are Now they have a lot of cosmetics in there. It's not all cosmetic. You can have gun upgrades and stuff.
Yeah.
But they need to be good cosmetic items.
Oh,
you
yeah.
can't just do reskins.
Like let's put some effort into the cosmetics. Definitely give me more pink themed things, please.
But Borderlands 2.
Yeah.
I'll play a pink Zero. It's great.
Beautiful.
Like, a thing that has been said is, like, because they justified this by saying that, because, like, it's just if you want to, if you want to skip the game, if you want to get further, you don't have enough time.
Then don't play the game if you want to skip the game.
It implies that the content that you're trying to skip is worth negative money. That a part of the $60 game you have purchased is worth negative dollars.
Like, it's literally antithesis to games.
Buying more content making you play less content.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's...
I don't get it. Is it like an arena thing? Or you
I
just
think
kill
it's
the
like
thing
a
and then
mobile app
progress?
where you're like, I want to buy the stronger heroes so that I can just blow through this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just want to
But
go
then what
through
if you
this
get
as
stronger enemies?
I don't think you
Maybe the
do.
loot boxes are weaker enemies.
Oh my god.
Well, there is some games where it does. Clash Royale is a good example. If you're buying microtransactions because you're bad at the game, it's going to put you on the same level as people that have the same stuff as you do. So it's just going to be worse time for you. So you buy it to, make sure that you can get things if you're at the skill level to be able to have the things that you're buying, which is a good way of doing it.
That's fair.
Especially for a free game that doesn't cost $60.
Yeah.
I'm all for free mobile games having microtransactions.
Yeah, because
100%.
that's a consumer friendly
Properly
business
scaled.
model
Yeah.
when they are properly
Not when
scaled.
you're paying $60. And when I pay
No.
$60 for fucking something, I expect it to be finished.
Yeah,
And if I want to add
finished.
something fancy to it, I can add something fancy to it.
They need to pick a business model. You can't pick and choose little bits of business models from other things because although it's earning you money hand over fist, it's not good for consumers.
Even though
It's
it's
really
an
bad.
Old franchise, Final Fantasy 15 did it really well.
Yeah,
where
they-
it's like if you want to expand your story
That's right.
in the DLCs, you can, and then they just release a bunch of stuff for free.
The only
Yeah.
reason I haven't bought the DLCs yet is because I was broke at the time and I completely forgot about them till now. Thank you. I'm going to do that.
Ignis comes out at the 1 year anniversary.
Okay.
So I'm just going to
pre-order
buy them
them
all at once.
Yeah.
But one of the things the article specifically points to is indie games and that they think that they don't cost enough.
I
which
think that is wrong. I think that some indie games don't cost enough, and that's a self-confidence
And that
issue.
A lot of them cost
And-
too much.
Yes, but a
Yeah.
lot of them do cost too much for what they are.
How do you attribute labor to a game? How do you change that into how much it should cost? How do you how do you attribute cost to how long a game is or how much content is in it? That's
a good
I think
question.
that indie games are just so different. I think that we need some sort of system that regulates games, but
almost
that's
like it should
a
be
fantasy.
unionized.
Yes. But but there needs to be a difference between indie games and things, because otherwise indie games are going to cost ridiculously more than AAA games.
Yeah.
Because often there's smaller teams that are working longer hours at it, so that like theoretically they need to make back more money, whereas it's bigger teams doing it at a short turnover, so it costs about the same to make them if we're taking it by hours, which is not fair.
But because then there's content.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Completely different story.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're just living in the wild west of video games,
We really
and
are.
one day someone will settle the west.
I really hope that
feel
we
like
get
it's
some
coming
sort
up.
of just like
How long was the Wild West era around about?
too long.
No, it's a general question because games industry is what? Approaching 40?
Yeah.
So how
Yeah,
long does the Wild
70s.
West go for?
Oh.
So like
At least 100, I think.
So I
So
think
we- so
prostitutes
we've
are
got-
coming in and settling the west.
we've
Yeah.
got another
If you-
60
It's us.
years
It's
of
us.
shit to go. No, 60 years. It's gonna be the next group of people.
Just like
We're gonna be like old people, and we'll be like, oh, they finally unionized it, like they did with the comic books. You know? comic books have different rules, but
Yeah.
Comic books are actually probably the most recent and closest one we can attribute it to,
Yeah.
because even
Yeah.
like TV is probably one of the closest forming
Yeah.
mediums, but that's completely like
And
an
so much
ad based.
more
You don't
longer
spend
running.
money on TV besides cable,
And
but then
you
cable.
could try and compare it to cinema, but or in the
No.
games industry is massive and
Yeah.
Yeah,
Content
and the
I
games
think
industry is
also-
a lot less exclusive than cinema.
And then comics, they change your prices and they
Yeah.
have more. And
You
it's
have a
like
single
buy
issue, and then you have some
Yeah.
thicker single issues that cost like maybe $1 or $2
And
more.
you buy the
Then you have the
base.
volume. Yeah, you have the volume, and
can
then you
buy-
have the fucking big old boy.
Yeah.
That, and
So it is, and they.
it's
they worked
content
out-
based.
Yeah, they're content based, and also they have set prices. You
Yeah.
have to go by. Like it's $20.
Otherwise,
for
no one's
volume.
going to buy your game.
Yeah.
Your comic, I mean.
Yeah.
There you go.
So
man.
like I think that's what's gonna happen eventually. It's just it's gonna have to be.
And it's not like comics don't bring out like super fancy special edition ones, and people still buy them. But there's
I
for
bought
other
the
people.
anniversary edition of The Killing Joke. That was
Yeah.
Ooh, nice.
great. Got
But
that
like
on my
people will still splurge out as long as you just have a reasonable price most of the time, and you just build a better like fan base from it.
Yeah.
And I honestly think if someone would like to form a union that like similar to the rating system, where they're like you can't just wildly price your games.
There needs to be a rating system
Yeah.
for game prices, and it needs to attribute to all markets. Not
Yeah,
just
and it
American
can't.
markets.
But it also can't just be one cross rule because it's not fair to the indie games. Because
I
it's such
think,
a yeah.
Indie should cater to that.
Yeah.
I think.
It's
it would
just-
be
Do you
better.
think possibly it could be based off team size?
It could be. There could be
It's
tiers
either-
of team
and
size,
hours.
and then content,
weekly hours.
content, and team size. I think are important.
I don't think content is particularly
Well, 'cause I don't-
relevant,
If it's
because that's very difficult to.
Because my
judge.
difference is like Toby Fox, who made Undertale, spent like 3 or 4 years making that, and then his game will be priced a lot higher than people that were like, if it is hours put in, than
Well-
people that are like, our game took a year to make, but it has
I
a lot
think
more
it
content
might
than
Yeah,
Undertale.
so then you'd go Toby Fox, 1 man, 3 years. Okay, so that's I don't know X amount.
Yeah,
You put 3 people on for 1 year, that would come out as the same
yeah. Well,
because that is theoretically the same.
but then it worries me because that's not the same. Because they're like, yes, 3 people, 1 year. One person was a music person that made 1 song,
yeah. I
but
think
then it's bumped
So
up
it's a
the
bit-
price.
if they brought in rules like that, game developers would have to change their games and content based on those rules
Yeah.
to get into those price ranges. And then it would just be monitoring, oh no, you've classified this game wrong, we're going to
Yeah.
bring you up and down in price.
Yeah, and I think
Like,
that
it's
that's really what we
just a
need.
whole different section.
But I think it would definitely make teams think more about the scope of their project.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is very
would
important.
Stop
And it would-
a No Man's Sky
Yeah,
situation from
exactly.
happening
Exactly.
again.
It's exactly.
I actually really like that idea of, like, from the outset of the scope going, look, we want to make a $40 game.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
won't quite be at that AAA level.
Yeah.
It'll be just that, like, $20
Like
below.
one of
That's,
those high
you know...
quality AA.
Because
Yeah.
you know, even when I have a game in development and I'm like, I want this to be $5 on Steam. That's what I said to you,
Yeah.
and I said, what do we need to do to make it worth that level?
Because there's there's $20 games where I'm
Yeah.
like, this is worth 40.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Exactly.
spent a week working on my game. It's up there for free. It's like I spent a week on this.
Yeah.
Take it.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like there has to be a system like that.
yeah.
Because that will stop greedy people who charge like $5 for a week game.
Because
Or,
like
yeah.
as people that are making games, it's your livelihood. Of course, you want to make money, but you need to sit down, and it's just a lot smarter for a studio to say, "Hey, look, this is how much we would like our game to be priced. What do we need to do to get, especially if you're indie, to get a good standing with the community that's playing the game, and be like, this is
Also,
fairly priced, and
if
also
you,
manage your budget."
Gabby-
In regards
Gabby
to
was
it.
just talking about but it takes the pricing out of the developer's hands.
No,
like,
like,
maybe like going down price, sure.
Yeah.
Oh wait, sorry, like companies forcing
Yeah.
game developers to put the price down.
Yeah.
But if a game is valued at say $60 and developers want to put it at 40, that would
Yeah,
still be
I think that
perfectly
they
fine.
would
Fine,
be.
yeah.
So
they'd be like,
instead
yeah,
of
sure.
like this
Yeah.
is your range, it's
I
like
think-
you get anywhere below this.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think it would be good if
Like,
they're just
this is the
what we're
maximum you
proposing.
can charge.
I'm proposing
You know the
this
greedy
game for a
people will hit that
$60
max.
game.
Yeah.
And they'll be like, actually, no, this is worth 40, and then the game developers will be like, oh, okay, what can I do to make it 60? And they're like,
Yeah.
A, B, C. It would help.
Yeah.
It's-
And I think
it would help
it's
budgeting, it would help
yeah.
marketing, it would help everything.
it would just help
Yeah.
Just a
Sales
standardized.
prediction.
Yeah, exactly. It would just really help.
And you'd be like, well, this is the amount of team we can afford to hire so that
Yeah.
we don't go bankrupt.
Yeah,
You know, and how much we need to get a loan. We've fixed the gaming
We've
industry
done it. That's
single-handedly.
We should
You've
start
read
the
my
council.
mind, George.
We're doing it.
Send your
Well,
ratings to me. I'll value them.
Yeah.
We've
Yes,
done
send us
it.
free copies of your games, and we will value and review
Yeah.
them on the Nuggcast.
We
That-
will actually do it.
Let it be known the
But we
Nuggcast
only
has
set
fixed it.
prices worth in nuggets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have to
Ooh.
translate
You need
it,
to
but
do
that's
the
on
conversions
you.
yourself.
That's on
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Come on, I do it.
Yeah.
It's not that hard.
Yeah, you're the financer.
You're the Nug treasurer.
Yeah.
So what have you guys been playing this week? What's
Guys, I've actually been playing games this week.
Amazing.
No way.
Oh my god.
So I played No Man's Sky, obviously, I talked about that
Yeah.
already. I also played Nier Automata
Oh, nice.
Oh, did you like it?
nearly 10 hours.
Yeah.
And it was really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard it was good.
But there were some things that kind of threw me off at the beginning.
Mm.
The switching in camera
Oh,
perspectives.
can you not
So,
control
like,
it?
it would be in third person, then there are top-down sections,
Oh.
and side view sections, and it all gets a bit jarring at the beginning.
Yeah,
got
I
used
can
to it
imagine
pretty quickly.
so. That's a good choice.
So
there
there's
wasn't
that.
even like a pan to it, or
No.
it just a cut.
No, it pans. So, like,
Okay.
you'd be walking along, and suddenly you're on a catwalk, it's like, whoop! You're suddenly playing Metal Gear Solid.
Yikes.
So there was that, but outside of that, it
Mm.
really... I was so happy with it.
That's
Because it
good,
reminded
that's
me
like-
a lot of playing...
if that's your only
Twilight
critique,
Princess.
like,
That was my
yeah.
only... That's the only critical thing. Oh, actually, no. The sensitivity for the camera tone
Oh.
is so fucking hard.
No, I
So the
can't.
game has
No, I
camera
can't-
problems.
I can't
Yeah.
handle
Camera
camera
problems.
problems.
Yeah, no.
But I went to the first town. It was this resistance camp, and I just get there and I hear the music. I'm like, for a moment, I think I'm playing Twilight Princess. That's the kind of vibe it gave off to me, which is
That's
great.
cool.
I just got washed with a massive wave of nostalgia,
That's awesome.
and so I'm probably gonna play the whole thing.
Nice.
No, that's good.
Awesome.
I played a little bit Overwatch,
Yeah, I've been playing some Overwatch too.
and I play.
Has anyone here actually tried Doomfist yet?
I hate
Yes.
him. I can't play him.
He's
I
very
love him, but
difficult.
I don't
Yeah.
know how to play him.
There is a learning curve harder than Zarya, especially when you're
Cool.
playing Overwatch. Like, but I think I am a Reaper main.
Oh,
I
that's
was playing in
interesting.
Mystery Heroes, and I keep doing way better with him than any other. That and Lucio.
Amazing.
So I think I'm a Reaper main. Then I play
Amazing.
Genji, and I'm just like, oh no, here I am.
I need healing.
Like, oh my god, it's just so perfect.
Needing healing is in your blood, obviously.
Yeah. I need soul healing.
Yeah.
You get all the edge lords. You main edge.
Yeah, I get all the edgy ones.
I stole one of George's games this week because she's been, while
I've
she's
been
been
playing
doing other
Pikmin.
things. Yeah, you've been playing. Oh, yeah, you've been playing Pikmin, but I
Hey,
stole one
Pikmin.
of your games.
Yeah, you did. Ever Aces.
Yeah, Ever Oasis.
I bought it for myself on my birthday.
Yeah, and she played through the tutorial and then
Yeah,
died
I talked about
afterwards.
this on the
Oh, that's
podcast already.
right.
I died
Yeah.
after the tutorial, and I didn't save. Apparently there was a saving prompt, but I didn't see it and didn't do it, and then I had to do the tutorial again, and I was like,
told me
this
this.
is not a birthday thing, and then just stopped.
I kept forgetting to save after doing the introduction in Dream Daddy, so every
Oh
time
my
I did
gosh.
a new playthrough.
I just forgot that I tried Bloodborne.
Oh, how was that?
I had someone who's like very into it, like someone who's like that's her favorite game, like with me. So I like it. I'm gonna buy it myself eventually. I do like the learning curves. It's very tight. It's a very tight game, and I like
Yeah.
that. And it's very rewarding when you learn what kills people and what doesn't. Bullets should do more damage, but that's
Yeah.
just my opinion. But I like it. I like it. I want to play all the way through it.
Nah.
I know I'd be really frustrated, but
Yeah.
it's a game that doesn't make me frustrated when I die.
I think that's a controversial opinion.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
No, yeah.
because you are expected to die.
Yeah.
That's
I
just
think you
that.
have a good attitude about it, because I know a lot of people are like, dying
Yeah.
constantly.
But consider it like I heard that.
But
a
yeah,
lot,
if
and
you
I
come-
expect
if you
that.
come
this
at it
point,
with it.
If you go into it going, I'm going to ace it First
Yeah.
playthrough,
Yeah.
no deaths.
You fool.
Yes.
Like, I know I'm a bad person for video games, so I was like, I'm gonna die heaps, but I'm gonna learn.
Yeah.
And I eventually learned that I don't have to fight everyone, I can just go through it, and it's very rewarding, which, you can unlock stuff, and it comes out unlocked, so you can just go past where you... Like, it makes it so you don't have to do the same thing
It's
over
cool.
and over again.
It's cool because it's. I'd be interested to try it as well because it's
That
very
just-
much
that
not my
sounds like
brand.
a really good save system.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's that I was really interested. If I had a PS4, I would play it. But I tried Dark Souls 2 a while ago, and Dark Souls is just so slow. And from what I've heard, the main thing about Bloodborne is it's Dark Souls, but it's like a lot faster. Like
Yeah.
everything's
Yeah.
more fast paced, and it's not just real slow moving. You roll.
yeah.
and you-
No,
But
I-
it's
I-
still good for Dark Souls
Yeah.
fans.
I only had 2 experiences with the Dark Souls franchise. The first one I was playing Dark Souls 3 on TAFE computers with PC controls, which is a goddamn nightmare. And the second time was on,
Okay.
I think it was Dark Souls 3 again on the PS4, except I was playing Drunk Souls.
Oh my god.
Bad idea.
So I got wasted that night, and then the next morning I did an interview for my assignment.
Ah,
So that was good.
that's a very good idea. Ever Oasis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's good about that?
It's a fun little game. It's kind of when it was described to us as like Zelda cross with Animal Crossing, it's
Yeah,
it's not
when
quite
they
that.
described that, I was like, "Oh, that's Fantasy Life." Which is made by Level 5, so like think Nino Kuni were cute and small and beautiful, and just so much detail. And from what I did play of Ever Oasis, it lacks the heart. It's such on a base level of like, this is a cute character, and it just needed some more soul and some more like effort into the lore and stuff, because
How
it
much
just
did you
felt
pay?
so 60.
It tried to be a
It's
feels
in the
game.
Yeah.
Favorite.
Yeah, it just, if you're gonna buy a RPG on the 3DS, please get Fantasy Life. It's a little bit old, and there is an expansion, but the expansion is like $5. So, you know, it's 65 all up. But, less, because it'll be on sale. It's much better.
I'll agree that Fantasy Life is definitely better, but
But yeah, for what
it's,
it is, Ever Oasis is still a fun game.
it's very similar to like a 3D Zelda game, which I don't generally like, but
Yeah.
I actually found myself kind of liking this one. But like as Georgia said, it's a bit like that you have like a little town that you need to take care of, but it's so bare bones, and the characters exist just so you can give them little shops, and once they're in their shops, they just kind of stay there.
Yeah, but there's no
and you
story. They don't walk around. They have no personality really. There's 3 different personality types from what I
Wait,
saw.
let me guess. Really, really happy, grumpy, and...
Nervous is
optimistic,
Nervous,
pessimistic,
actually, yeah.
and nonchalant is what I experienced.
Oh, okay.
That is kind of, yeah. It's they fall into those categories. They give you like little bios,
Yeah.
and most of them are like, oh, this character's just very nervous or very shy, and that's like most of them.
Yeah.
Which is like, oh yeah,
That's
fine.
a good
That's
reason not to talk to the
Maybe
player
it's a
character.
game solely for introverts.
yeah, maybe.
Let's just be shy.
But yeah, I wish it was better.
Yeah.
I actually saw a review, like, yeah, just meh was the review. The review was just a big meh. And that's how I feel. It just had so much potential.
Yeah.
Like, it just... Wait till it's $20.
There's a lot of games that have so
Yeah.
much potential.
Like, honestly, just,
No Man's
like,
Sky has
just
so much potential.
a week of meeting and being like, we're gonna just add these little intricate little mechanics for the town.
Just like,
Tenfold better.
add like 100 more text bubbles. You'll be good.
Yeah, or just like if what you did outside of the town impacted it in like a major way, like you got different types of guys that came to your town.
I think honestly, if they, because it kind of does, you recruit people that you find out in the field, and they give you different
Yeah,
things, and
but
they attract different things. But I feel like honestly, everything besides the shop system and everything is actually pretty good. Like the villages and the shops are very bare bones
When I
and
saw
basic.
your town,
but
they were the
outside,
exact same villages though that I had.
yeah. Well, they are
Yeah.
the exact
I've-
same villages.
I've only had one experience with that kind of game, and I was playing My Sims on the Wii.
Dude,
But
I
that
played
was
my
such a
Sims.
good game. I
You've
enjoyed it
actually
so
given
much.
me a Let's Play idea. Thank you.
You're welcome.
There's a couple people
I
Let's
spent
playing
so
that right
much
now
time
in my subscription
building my
feed. And I'm
house
like, what are you
and
doing?
decorating it, and then building everyone else's houses, and then
I tried
running
to
into the
play
desert
that
and doing
years
shit.
ago, but my emulator didn't work.
You could.
I'll see if I can set it up on the Wii for this weekend.
Oh, I've got it on PC. I've got it on Origin.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm actually going to play that. Thank you.
you're
Same
That's
welcome.
though.
very good
Get
idea.
wrecked.
Just
Get
like
wrecked, I'm
Gabby
gonna
has
steal
given
your
me
content.
herbs. It'll be a part of my Sims spin-off series. Excellent.
Catch my playthrough of Sims.
Are we doing plug it now?
No, I'm
yeah,
just
talk
I'm
about-
just
Ri-
stealing
Ri-
his
Ryan talks
content.
about his playthrough, and suddenly George is plugging hers.
No, I'm literally gonna do my Sims before him.
Wow.
Get wrecked.
I really want to play Sim Farm.
What's that?
It's a game I played when I was like 10 on
my
a
God.
computer, and you need an emulator for it, and I really, really want to play it, but I can't find the right
I really
emulator
want to
install
play
it.
Barbie Fashion Designer. It was a PC game, and it came out with the branding of this Barbie, and you could print the clothes, and then you applied a little bit of heat, I believe, it like with a hairdryer, and it actually did form into real fabric because you bought the sheets. And it
Yeah.
was a great money wasting time, but it was my shit because I could. And honestly, maybe one of the things that got me into art, because I could draw on the Barbie's dresses and then print it out, and then my real life Barbie was wearing it.
That's
That
cute.
is-
And it's just, I'm like, I used to make Barbie clothes out of tissues and like fashion little like, because, okay, first of all, why was there no, like Jackie Kennedy pink sort of business? I'm sure there was, but I just didn't have one, and I used to make it out of tissues.
I'm pretty sure we all know the answer to
Yeah,
that.
I got yeah, but I got really intense. I used to dye tissues with food dye, let them dry, and then make it so that it was.
You were so creative.
Some character
I was so
revelations.
spoiled though. I had so many Barbies, but I wanted that dress, so I just kept wasting tissues.
That's amazing.
While we're on
I'm
this
learning
train
so
of thought,
much.
Ryan, what did you play when you were 10 years old?
Yeah.
Herbs. How is Hey Pikmin?
Hey, Pikmin is good. I'm really enjoying it. I love Pikmin.
That's your review?
It's a Pikmin game.
It sure is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Like, there's
Games are
not.
usually
Yeah.
pretty solid.
They are, and this one it continues to be solid. There's nothing revolutionary about it. It's just a fun Pikmin time.
I mean, it's still making slaves do all your
Yeah.
work for you,
But they're
Yeah.
nice and little
You
cute
know what I wanna play?
boys.
Lemmings.
Oh my God.
Yes. I was actually just thinking of lemmings. Why are people reading my mind today? It's weird.
You're so readable.
I'm so readable.
You're just so basic.
Yeah, I know. I'm extremely predictable.
You will have nuggets for dinner.
How did you know I was thinking about nuggets? So back to the Nuggcast. So I think that's it for this week.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening to this episode of the Nuggcast, brought to you by Nuggbox Studios. You can find us at Nuggbox on everything, including Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. We upload to SoundCloud, iTunes, and YouTube every Friday at 12 p.m. still, but now we're called Nuggbox because we have extra content on there, like weekly gaming news, and there's a lot more stuff coming down the pipeline. Yeah.
On SoundCloud and iTunes, we are still the Nuggcast, but this will be uploaded to the Nuggbox YouTube channel.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. Which is still the same YouTube channel, just renamed.
Yeah, so,
So don't-
solid fans will be subscribed.
I've got
Yeah.
So I have a YouTube channel now. I'm doing 2 Let's Plays. I'm doing a randomizer of White 2, and I'm doing Pokemon White 2, and I'm doing Herbs Sims in the City. It's terrible. It's so bad. It's really difficult to find me because there's a million Niroxes on YouTube, so find me through Georgia's YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Hey Georgia, what's your YouTube channel?
Mine's Georgia, that's Georgrar.
links in the description.
Yeah, links in the description.
Oh, that's a good
I
point.
upload 3 times. I upload 3 times a week. I do, right now I've got Slime Rancher, Let's Plays, I've got art videos coming on Wednesdays, which is out now. Fucking have fun. And
That's a good
and
plug.
I've got, I'm playing Rakuin on the weekends now. So that's cool. It's a little indie game.
Heaps of content from Georgia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just like,
feel
you
kinda
you
slack.
can't get away from me. But yeah, links in the description, and you can find me, like, literally on everything. It's at Georgia, so have fun. You can also find Gabby.
You can find me at Galaxy Sword, basically everywhere. Just look through all of the tags that aren't from Stardew Valley. Because that came out after I
As soon as I saw it, I sent you a picture. That's you.
Yeah, so
Was it a picture of the icon? Because it looks strangely like a dildo, so saying that's you?
You're a starry dildo, which I don't mind.
I think it'd be worse.
Yeah.
It could be worse. I have a film coming out in about 2 months.
Ooh.
Bad dog. You can find that. Just literally follow me on Twitter because I never shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
And I have art coming out.
Yeah.
And it's just really busy.
A lot's happening.
A lot's happening, but
You can find me at Out of the Shed on Facebook. I have one game really close to completion, but it's just taking forever right at the end, and another one that will be finished by the end of the semester, end of the year, sorry.
Yeah.
Well, I think we all will.
Yeah, that one's me. One of them is me.
So go check it out, links in the description. Go download Dodge 'em. It's a really good game no matter
It is.
how condescending Ryan sounds when he talks about it.
Yeah.
And soon there will be different themes
Yes.
to choose from. So if you want to play it in pink, you can.
and you can play it on your wiki pad.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay, I need to... For anybody that doesn't know, I like to close the podcast by saying have a cool time.
You don't need to explain this. We know.
But
Everybody
nobody
knows.
else knows.
Have a cool time.
Have a cool time.
They don't like that I get the last word.
We're not gonna let him.
Have a cool time.
Have a cool time. Yeah, he didn't get it. Get wrecked. Get wrecked. Get wrecked. Get wrecked. Get wrecked. Get wrecked. Get wrecked.